Don't just live for tomorrow, or just live in yesterday. Just be glad for all you have that's in today.
Hey everyone, welcome to the 2024 Princess of Gay Awards. I am your host, Connie Royal, and this is where we count down my favorite characters, moments, episodes, etc. from the year, as well as some of yours. This is going to be a very interesting set of awards and winners this year because 2024 was just chock full of some really interesting, fascinating shows, movies, games, etc. Plus, we expanded, speaking of games, the channels a bit with the addition of the gaming channel more recently and just some additional stuff, the additional ways to do things, etc., etc. But we have a lot of things to get through today, including some announcements and whatnot as well. So let us get this started. Okay, so our first award of the evening is Favorite YouTube Reaction. Or YouTube adjacent. This is any reaction that was in the Monday YouTube slot. Reactions that basically don't fit into a normal series reaction and don't fit into basically a movie reaction or anything else as well. Before we go over my nominees and winner choice, we are going to mention the choices of some of our masters of the court. So if you don't know, we have a Discord server, and on that we have a special rank, I guess you could call it, called Masters of the Court. They're basically people who have put forth a lot of effort into comments, donation rewards, and just being an active part of the channel and the community surrounding it. We have three specific Masters of the Court who put in their choices this year, and so we're going to go over everything that they put in. So, for favorite YouTube reaction, we have Venom. Venom voted for Rare Americans Music Videos number 7. That was his choice for which of my favorite of my YouTube reactions he liked the most. Crystal chose the Ramshackle pilot. Crystal, also known as Isabella, chose the Ramshackle pilot, and Dice chose Final Deployment 4 Queen Battle Walkthrough. So, what are my choices? What are my top 5 nominees for favorite YouTube reaction of 2024? So, the nominees for favorite YouTube reaction of 2024 are Monsters, 103 Mercies, Dragon Damnation, Rare Americans Music Videos number 7, Pet Shop of Horrors, Episode 2, Red Flags featuring Montaigne by Tom Cardy, and Great Expectations Episode 3. These were the YouTube reactions that, like I said, didn't quite fit into a full series because of length or whatnot, or were just not like actual series or movies, so these were the ones that stood out to me the most, that really left an impact on me the most, and were my 5 favorites of the year. So which one do I think was the best? Which one really stood out to me, and which one did I love the most? Well, it was the Rare Americans Music Videos number 7. So this was a set of music videos we did from Rare Americans. It was the 7th set we've done, and it was a donation reward for Venom. So thank you, Venom, for donating. Yeah, it was just, it really got to me. There was a lot of emotional connection with this set, so I just had to choose it. It just it was an obvious go-to. But next up, our next category is Favorite First Impression. This is shows that I gave a first impression check to. I decided to check them out with the first episode and decide if I wanted to continue reacting to them later, watch it on my own time, or just something I'm not interested in. These are the shows that the Masters of the Court chose as their favorite of my first impressions in 2024. Venom chose Delicious in Dungeon, and actually, so did Dice. Both of them chose Delicious in Dungeon. Isabella Crystal chose BoJack Horseman. So, what were my choices? What were my five nominees for my favorite first impression of the year? We have Delicious in Dungeon. We have Dandadan, Freerin, Sandland. Obviously, I'm not saying these in order because I admittedly forgot the name of Metallic Rouge for a second. So in order though, Delicious in Dungeon, Metallic Rouge, Dandadan, Freerin, and Sandland. So which of these five do I think really stood out amongst the rest and was my favorite? Just first impression, just based on the first episode, not on where the series ended up going after that. Which of these first episodes just really got me that much excited for the rest of the series? Well, the winner is Dandadan. That first episode was so enticing. There's certain aspects of it that's not great. But overall, the first episode was so enticing, so interesting, so exciting that it's this could be the next big thing. And it became the next big thing. It became massive. So, yeah, it kind of lived up to what the first impression gave me as thoughts. I can't word. It lived up to my thoughts on the first impression. Our next category, though, is favorite game own time. So, this is a category for my favorite game that I played on my own time. It's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, but for this and the next category, none of the Masters of the Court actually gave a vote. So, unfortunately, Venom, Dice, Isabella, no one gave their thoughts on video games this year, so I'm just going to have to share mine. So my nominees for favorite game that I played on my own time are Sandland, Mario and Luigi Brothership, Horizon Zero Dawn, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and Tekken 8. All of these games really just stood out to me for their gameplay, stories, etc., etc. And a couple of them I'm even still playing. But which of these was the best for me? Which one just really knocked it out of the park and was one of my best gaming experiences of the year, period? Well, it was Sandland. I make it no surprise that I loved the anime for Sandland. When I did my reactions to it, I just adored everything about it. But I love the game just as much, honestly, if not more. The game does a lot that the anime just doesn't have time to do. Because it's a game and it's semi-open world, it allows you to have a lot more character, a lot more story, a lot more exploration, a lot more world building. It just is that much better than the anime. And I love the anime. But the game just excels in that. The next category, though, is favorite game Let's Play. Again, none of the Masters of the Court gave their votes for this one. So, what are my nominees for my favorite Let's Play that I did on the gaming channel, or even started on the main channel here, over the course of 2024? The nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Spider-Man 2, Horizon Forbidden West, Life is Strange Double Exposure, and Beyond Two Souls. These games are all phenomenal. They all have done an amazing job. A couple of them I'm still playing. A couple of them I have finished playing. Actually, only one of them I'm still playing. A couple of them I've finished playing, but I'm still putting up parts to on the channel. The only one I'm still actually playing is Horizon Forbidden West. But the winner for my favorite Let's Play, my favorite game that was a Let's Play over the course of 2024 was, or is, Life is Strange Double Exposure. I'm a huge Life is Strange fan. I hyped up this game on the gaming channel by putting up these reviews of the previous entries. And it's no surprise that this game just absolutely blew me away. It's it's a masterpiece. It's not as good, in my opinion, as one of the other entries in the series. I think Double Exposure is my second favorite entry in the Life is Strange series, but it's still up there. It's still really damn good. I mean, the second favorite is still a big plus. That being said, our next category is an announcement, actually. So, yeah, over the course of this, we're going to announce a couple things coming up for the new year and whatnot. A couple things that I just want to like talk about, to discuss, and that's what we're doing here now. So, like I said, we have a couple of them over the course of this this special, this award ceremony. So, give me a second here to bring myself back up to start this first announcement of the day. Also, I'm going to move my mic, so if there's a little sound, noise, stuff going on, I apologize. Trying to be very quiet with it, but I just need to access my trackpad because we are going to be bringing up an image with this one, actually. Give me just a second to get it up, though. How y'all doing? You doing good? I hope you're doing good. Okay, let's bring it up. So this is a thumbnail. But as you notice, it doesn't look like our thumbnails normally on the channel. So what's the deal with this? Well, the answer is that in 2025, we're updating our thumbnail again. I know, not the biggest announcement to start off with, but you gotta start off slow. This is going to be the base of our new thumbnail design. As you can see, it still has the font, the wording. It still has the episode number in the corner. And it has cutouts of characters from the episode, or etc., etc. We're showing this as the example we're showing here is from Bleach, Thousand Year Blood War Episode 8. But obviously, it's going to be different for everything. Now, the color of the background is also going to change for each type of reaction. Gold here is going to be for series reactions, specifically anime series reactions. There's going to be also a different color for cartoons, for live action, for movies, for YouTube, etc., etc. The colors of the text will remain the same, it's just the background color. I'm also going to get new photos of myself for this to kind of fit the visual of it all better. But that's the gist of this announcement. There's going to be new thumbnails coming in 2025 once we come back from the winter break. And I think they really stand out, really pop out, look good. So yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on it. Let me know down in the comments. But for now, let us continue on with the awards. Our next award is... Oh, I had that in my slideshow? Oops. Well, I didn't realize I put that in the slideshow. The next award is for favorite opening. So this is like the opening sequence for anime, for cartoons, for whatever. It's an opening sequence for a show that's supposed to get you excited for the episodes to come and whatnot. Venom did not give any choices for opening or the next category as well, but both Isabella and Dice did. Isabella's favorite opening was True Beauty, and Dice's was Mashal Season 2. I think that's the Creepy Nuts one, Bing Bom Bom Boom or whatever. So yeah, those are Isabella and Dice's choices for favorite opening. My nominees for favorite opening are, let me make sure I have the actual names of the songs, because I wanna share that with you guys. I wanna include the names of the songs in order to just include that, basically. I don't think I have them. Give me just a second to get those up. It should be pretty quick here, though. Sorry for some of the little waiting moments here, but it's like, it happens. Here we go. Okay. So, my nominees for favorite opening are 01 by Queen Bee from Undead Unluck, the first opening of Undead Unluck, The Warrior by Patti Smith from the Knuckles series, Otonoke by Creepy Nuts for Dandadan, Water Carrier by Croy for Sandland, and Asu by Hiroshi Kitadani for One Piece Opening 26. So which of these 5 openings just stood out to me the most this year in terms of their music, their visuals, just everything about them, how they set up the anime, how they got me excited for the anime? Which one of these was the best opening for me over the course of this year? Well, it was obviously Asu. One Piece Opening 26 was so fucking catchy, so fucking good. It's a love letter to One Piece, showcasing like all of Luffy's outfits, the different straw hats and different outfits and stuff. It's really a love letter to this series and shows just how far the show has come. It's a great opening. It has the same singer as the very first opening, We Are, Hiroshi Kitadani. It's just amazing. It's absolutely fantastic. But next up, going with that, we have favorite ED, or favorite ending of an anime series, etc. Once again, Venom did not put forth a vote for this. Isabella's was for Bob's Burgers. And Dice's is for Black Butler, the public school arc. I did not know Black Butler was still going, or I did not know there was a public school arc, so that was surprising to me. But my choices are Dear Sunrise by Maki Utsuki, One Piece Ending 20. Drive My Idea by Tempele, Sandland. Nothing Can Challenge This Love by Okamoto's, Undead Unluck Ending 2. Anytime, Anywhere by Malay, Freerin. And Taidada by Zutomayo from Dandadan. So which of these 5 ending themes and visuals, of course, really just did it for me in terms of like getting me excited for more after the end of an episode? Well, the winner is it's Taidada by Zutomayo from Dandadan. It's such a good ending theme. It's so fun, it's so catchy, and in some cases in the series it comes after something that was a lot more heavy and emotional than this ending would have you believe. It's a great ending, though. It's really fun, and I really enjoyed it. Our next category, however, is favorite movie own time. So this is pretty self-explanatory. It's the favorite movie that I watched on my own time, outside of reactions, whether in theaters or on streaming, etc., etc. Venom and Crystal both voted for The Wild Robot. Both of them said The Wild Robot was their favorite movie they saw on their own time. And Dice chose Longlegs, the horror movie with Nicolas Cage. But what are my choices for my favorite movie that I saw on my own time? They are The Marvels, Beetlejuice, Wonka, Deadpool and Wolverine, and The Wild Robot. So which of these 5 movies was my choice for my favorite movie that I saw on my own time? Well, the winner is The Wild Robot. Yeah, it's a masterpiece. It's an absolute masterpiece. Stunning animation, phenomenally emotional story, great, just amazing characters. Everything about it is perfection. It is the only animated movie that I consider to be perfect as of current. And I don't consider a lot of movies to be perfect. So that's saying something. It's just that good. And if you haven't seen it, I would definitely recommend it. But our next category is favorite ship. This is a fun one because shipping is just fun. It's fun, it's enjoyable, it's a good time. And interestingly enough, we have another case of two of our masters of the court choosing the same choice here. For favorite ship, both Venom and Isabella chose Fizzeralian Asmodeus from Hell of a Boss, which makes sense. I get that. Dice, however, chose Kurosawa and Adachi from a series called Cherry Magic, which I don't know. But what are my choices? What are the 5 ships that I considered to be just that damn cute, that damn likable over the course of 2024? Well, they are Fizzeralian Asmodeus from Hell of a Boss. We have, oh my god, what is it? Chrome and Rory from Dr. Stone. Momo and Okaroon from Dan. Andy and Fuko from Undead Unluck. And of course, Chaggy, Charlie and Vaggie from Has Been Hotel. All 5 of these ships are super cute. Which one is the absolute cutest? Which one just did me in, made me make uncontrollable fangirl noises over the course of 2024? The winner of favorite ship is it's Momo and Okaroon. Like it's not even close, too. Like this is an interesting one because this was like this one blew all the others out of the water for me. Because Momo and Okaroon are one of the most realistic ships I have seen in almost anything. Their relationship is so, like, perfectly done. The way it's built up, the way it awkwardly stumbles about, and the way that they're even just coming to realize that they have feelings for each other. It's so well handled, it's so believable, so realistic, and it makes me love them all the more. It makes me believe in their ship even more. I just feel like they are kind of the example of what a ship in anime or anything should be. They are the benchmark at this point for me. And that's a big bit of praise. Our next category, however, is another announcement! Yay! Hi there. I'm back. We're here for another announcement. Yeah, we're gonna have more of these. We have like 3 of them, I think, in total. So just be prepared for another one down the line. So our second announcement is about what's to come in the future, specifically on January 2nd. So for those who don't know, January 2nd is my birthday. I am turning 33. I am old. Take that in. But we started doing this, I believe, just last year. Or I guess this year, technically. It's still 2024. We started doing this thing where for my birthday, I do a live stream. Because most of the time, my birthday is going to be on like a weekday. So I'm not going to be able to do much of anything anyway. So we're doing a birthday live stream once again. I don't 100% know the time that it's going to start right now. I'm hoping around 12 to 1 Eastern, but I can't promise that for 100% certain. But it is going to be on January 2nd, which is a Thursday. And we are going to be doing gaming content, as well as just, chatting and hanging out. Now, you may be wondering, okay, so what kind of gaming content are we going to do? Well, with gaming, we have been mostly focusing on PS5 stuff, so I think it makes sense to continue focusing on PS5 stuff. There's other stuff we could do, but I think this is going to help it stand out as well. So some of the things that I'm thinking about or even straight up planning to do for the birthday live stream on January 2nd include Poppy Playtime Chapter 3. We might be doing the entire thing on stream. And mind you, if you can't watch the stream for whatever reason, I do plan to also put all of these on the channel as VODs. So they will be on there, or I might just have the entire stream as a VOD, and and I'll have like different timestamps as to when everything starts. But yeah, Poppy Playtime Chapter 3, because we already did the first two chapters. So I'm planning on doing that. We're gonna get back to more of Astro's Playroom. I did a first, I did a Let's Try for Astro's Playroom on the gaming channel. We're gonna get back and do more of that. It's kind of the precursor to Astrobot, so get excited about that. um, After Astro's Playroom, the next thing I'm planning is we are gonna do a Let's Try on the stream for The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 is a really big, really popular game that I've never played. I've never played even a little bit of it. So we're going to check out a little bit of The Witcher 3 on stream and see if that's something I want to continue as a future Let's Play on the gaming channel, or if it's something I'd rather play on my own time, etc., etc. We are going to also be going to Anno Mutationum. You remember we were doing a Let's Play of Anno Mutationum, but I ended up dropping it because of various reasons. I just wasn't getting into it. Well, we're going to get back to it. And possibly, depending on how much time is left in the game, I actually don't know. Maybe we'll end up finishing it. Or maybe I'll just get back into it and we'll end up bringing it back onto the channel at some point. And if we have enough people on the stream, we might even do some Jackbox, because I got Jackbox on the PS5. So we might do some Jackbox if we have enough people to play. That's an option. And there might be some other things too. Some things that I'm just not sure on. Some things that I haven't really committed to yet. But either way, we're going to have a fun time. We're going to chat and everything as well. And as a reminder, January 2nd is also, because it's my birthday, a special triple reward month. Or triple reward day, rather. If you wish to donate for a reward for a show, a movie, etc. for me to react to on January 2nd, you can actually get 3 rewards for the price of 1. For any donation and every donation you make, you get to choose 3 rewards. That can be 3 movies, 3 shows, 3 YouTube videos, or a mix and match of any of the above. And of course, it's completely optional. You don't have to do it. I understand money's tight with a lot of people. If you're unable to do it, that's fine. But you can get a lot of rewards for it. It's a way to allow everyone watching to have an input on what I react to on the channel. But like I said, completely optional. You don't have to do it if you can't or just don't want to. That's completely fine. Like I said, just a way to get you guys involved a little more in what I react to. So, yeah. We will get to the more info on that in the Discord server probably after Christmas. I'll probably have more of a understanding of exact time and everything at that point. But for the time being, let us get back to the awards. So, our next category is Biggest Letdown Series. These are the shows that I feel just absolutely missed the mark, just completely failed in what they were trying to do, or just, for my own personal preferences. I just didn't like them. Venom chose for his biggest letdown, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, the series. Which, yeah, definitely understand that one. Crystal actually gave me 2 choices for biggest letdown. Crystal gave me, or Isabella gave me Velma and the Netflix Avatar series. Again, both very valid choices. And Dice said Uzumaki. All of these, completely fair choices, but what is my biggest letdown shows of 2024? Well, at least that I saw for the first time in 2024. So, we have Vox Machina Season 2, High Rise Invasion, Free Dive to the Future, Heartstopper, and Blood of Zeus Season 2. Again, these are not necessarily just shows from this year, but they're shows that I checked out for the first time this year. And ones that let me down. Ones that I either expected to be good or thought were going to be good based on what they're about, etc., etc. They didn't live up to what I hoped and expected them to be, basically. But what was the biggest letdown, which is the one that really disappointed me the most out of these five? It was Free, Dive to the Future. I loved the first couple seasons of Free. Like, it was a surprise hit for me. I really didn't expect Free to be as good or as exciting or as, just immersive as it was. And then season 3 hit, and it kind of like took away everything I loved about it. Kind of threw in these storylines that just either didn't make sense or just weren't good. And started focusing so much less on the characters that I loved that it just wasn't the same show anymore to me. I just really didn't like where it went with season 3. And I know a lot of people might disagree, but I just feel like it went downhill fast. The next category is favorite movie reaction. So this is specifically movies that I reacted to. Which movie that I reacted to did I think was the best? Venom liked my reaction to Bird Boy: The Forgotten Children. Crystal Isabella liked my reaction to Bachelor Party. And Dice chose Ride Your Wave. Some very interesting choices there, ones that I wouldn't have really thought of. But what are my 5 nominees for favorite movie reaction? They are Joker, Folie à Deux, Stream, Late Night with the Devil, Hunger, and the one that I forgot the name of, because that's been happening like a weird amount. Love Lies Bleeding. Which doesn't sound good. It's like, oh, you forgot the name of one of your favorite movies you reacted to. It's like, listen, I have a really bad memory. But in order, obviously, Joker, Folie à Deux, Love Lies Bleeding, Stream, Late Night with the Devil, and Hunger. So which of these 5 movies really stood out the most to me? Which of these 5 movies just nailed everything and just got me basically excited for the medium of film? My winner for favorite movie that I reacted to in 2024 is Late Night with the Devil. This movie, like, I expected to like it just based on the premise, but it wowed me. It's one of those movies that I consider perfect. I don't think there's anything they could have done better with it. The casting was immaculate. David Dastmalchian, or however you pronounce his name, he's phenomenal in this, and I can't wait to see him in more stuff, such as the upcoming season 2 of the One Piece live action. He's so damn good. But every actor and actress in this just nails it. The effects are fun. The concept is amazing. The twists and turns, the weird imagery and stuff, it's like everything just works on such a strong level. Late Night with the Devil is like a masterpiece of horror in my eyes, but also just it kind of in filmmaking. So, our next category after that, though, is most intense emotional reaction. So, you guys like seeing me cry, right? You guys like seeing me get angry or get excessively happy. That's what this category is about. My reactions that I had the most intense emotional outburst towards, no matter what that emotion is. Venom had 2 choices for this category. The intense anger that I showed at the Black Friday scene in the movie Thanksgiving, as well as the just pure joy I had with the banned episode of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Two very understandable choices. Crystal didn't specify an exact moment, but mentioned my reaction to Bird Boy, The Forgotten Children. And Dice specifically noted my reaction to Senku visiting his father's grave in episode 17 of Dr. Stone. A really interesting poll there. One that I just probably wouldn't have thought of. So, what were my five choices for my most intense emotional reaction of the year? The ones that, again, just really did something to me in whatever way. They are the Black Friday scene from Thanksgiving, which, again, pure unadulterated rage. The absolute flood of happy tears at Robin finding out that Saul is alive in One Piece episode 1097. My absolute breakdown at the dog in The Fly 2. Every bit of the movie was a total what the fuck with Dead Alive. And the heavy emotions, heavy personal emotions I felt with the Loser Baby song from Has Been Hotel episode 4. Five fantastic moments that really got me some kind of emotional. But what was the most intense? What was the one that really just personally felt like it affected me the most? It was the Black Friday scene. It's not even a question. The intense anger, the rage I felt there is probably one of the most angry. It's probably one of those moments in anything I've reacted to over the course of my entire time on YouTube that has gotten me the most angry. I think the only thing that's comparable is when I was reacting to My Hero Academia and I had like this intense rage moment about Mineta. I think that's the only thing comparable to how angry I got at this. Like, I was so fucking heated with that scene. It pissed me off to an unbelievable degree. Like, when I don't even know how well it showed on screen, but I was like insanely, intensely heated at that. So that was, it just stood out to me as the most emotional I have gotten on camera this year. Our next category, though, is favorite character. A pretty simple one. Which of these characters did I just like best? What character from what show, what movie, what etc. did I just really connect to or just really enjoy watching on screen? Venom chose Alistair from Has Been Hotel. Isabella chose Angel Dust, also from Has Been Hotel. And Dice chose Hojo Tokiyuki from The Elusive Samurai, a series I don't know. So, what were my five choices for favorite character? We have Beelzebub, the Prince of Demons, or Fiends, from Sandland. We have Angel Dust from Has Been Hotel. Kara Zor-El, aka the Supergirl, from My Adventures with Superman. Ira Shiratori from Dandadan. And a wild card pick, I feel some people might think, but Ketherick Thorm from Baldur's Gate 3. Phenomenal character. Also voiced by J.K. Simmons, which is always a plus. So, which of these five characters that I have either reacted to or played in a Let's Play, which of them really stood out to me and was just my favorite character? Which of them just really spoke to me on such a deep level that I just adore them beyond anyone else this year? It's Beelzebub. Beelzebub is baby. Like, the absolute definition of a character that I love with every fiber of my being. Like, I just have this... It's one of those times you can't entirely fully explain it. I just have this deep, deep love for this character. And some of that possibly comes down to nostalgia from having read the original manga back when I was a kid. Some of it may come down to just how well I connected with Risa May's performance as the voice of Beelzebub in the English dub. But through both the anime and the game, Beelzebub just won me over so drastically. he's probably one of my favorite characters in almost anything right now. Though I'd have to really think about that to determine that. But yeah, I adore the shit out of this little demon. He's amazing. I love everything about him. The next category is biggest surprise hit series. This is the show that I checked out that I did not either expect to like or just not expect to like as much as I did. It surprised me with how much I loved it, surprised me with how amazing it became for me. And it really stands out for the stuff that I've checked out over the course of the year. Venom chose Blue Eye Samurai for this. Isabella chose The Amazing Digital Circus, and Dice chose Wistoria, Wand and Sword. I don't know that one, but maybe we'll check it out in the future. You never know. But what were my choices? What were my nominees for the biggest surprise hit series this year? They were Dandadan, Blue Eye Samurai, Sandland, Carol and the End of the World, and Delicious in Dungeon. 5 shows that I maybe expected to like, but not as much as I did. They won me over in so many surprising ways and just dominated my mind since I've started reacting to them. A couple of them I'm still reacting to. So, which of these 5 shows, which of them really won me over the most? Which of them really surprised me by how much I loved it the most? Carol and the End of the World. Like, this show is practically perfect. It's so emotionally resonant, so powerful, so just striking that it tells such an amazing in-depth story, makes you fall in love with the characters and the concepts, knowing that it's not going to end well, knowing that it's the end of the world. And that's the point. It teaches you to value life. It teaches you to look at everything you have and just appreciate it. And it won me over so goddamn hard. And it was a huge surprise. I really didn't expect it to be as good as it was. It really caught me off guard by how damn good this series was. It's my biggest surprise hit of 2024. After that, our next category is, well, it's our third announcement, actually. So, hi there, welcome back. We're here for our third and final announcement of the day. So, this is an announcement that I am pretty interested and excited about because it's gonna be fucking weird. This is something else coming in 2025. It's something I decided to do, not really spur of the moment. It's something I had been thinking about, and something I kind of like was like, should I do this? But it's more like I decided to do this because it just sounded like a fucking fun and weird idea that it's like, let's just inject a little fucking chaos into the channel, you know? So in January of 2025, once we come back from the winter break and everything, the entire month of January, all movie reactions on the channel are going to be random. And you may be thinking like, wait, what? You know how we do that randomizer wheel to choose like the next show we're going to react to in some cases? Well, we're going to do that, but we're going to do that with the movies on the channel. We're going to have movies from all kinds of different genres, movies that different people have donated for, and all movie reactions we do in January are going to be chosen by random. And I think it's going to be a fun idea because I have no idea what I'm going to get into. And they're going to be chosen, by the way, like very last minute. Like, oh, it's the day I'm going to record my Saturday reaction. Let's spin the wheel and see what I'm going to record. It's going to be that last minute. I just think it's a fun idea. I think it's a fun idea. It's going to be interesting to see what happens. and I'm excited to see how it ends up going. But yeah, so there's like going to be like 8 movies, I think, that approximately that's going to be chosen this way. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, every movie in January will be chosen by the randomizer wheel this way. So, just a little fun thing I'm injecting at the start of 2025 to kick things off with a little bit of chaos, a little bit of fun. And there's going to be a lot of choices on the wheel, so you don't have to worry about like, oh, it's like 10 choices. You're just prioritizing this stuff. No, we're going to have a good variety of stuff. So just to calm any fears there. But I think with that we should get back to the final set of winners of awards. So let's get back to it. So our next category, our next award is favorite moment. This is a specific moment, a specific scene, or even less than a scene that really stands out, that really just won you over to the episode, to the show, to the characters, etc., etc. Venom chose the Loser Baby song from Has Been Hotel episode 4. Isabella chose the fight slash song in the Ramshackle pilot. And Dice chose the Cream Puff Party in season 2 of Mashal. So, what were my choices for my favorite just single moment from a series or movie or whatever in 2024? We have Robin learning that Saul is alive in One Piece episode 1097. We have the Loser Baby song from Has Been Hotel episode 4. From season 2 episode 7, I think. I should have my list just permanently up at this point. Episode 6. Season 2 episode 6 of My Adventures with Superman. Kara finding out the truth of what happened. From Sandland episode 10, Lilith slapping the absolute shit out of Muniel. And from episode 7 of Dandadan, Acrobatic Silky's backstory. Which of these 5 moments just blew me away, won me over to the show, won me over to characters, to this, to the episode, etc. Over the course of 2024, it was Robin. Robin finding out Saul is alive just blew me away. Because, like, it's such a beautiful moment that is like a full circle moment for her character. Finding out that someone who's that important to her, someone who shaped her childhood and even her adulthood, someone who she owes her entire life to, finding out that he didn't die back when she was a kid 20 years ago, that he's alive, that he's safe, seeing her like break down and cry at that, and seeing all of her friends not only supportive but so happy for her. It's one of the most beautiful moments I've seen in One Piece or in anything. It's actually making me tear up right now. I'm not even kidding you. It's so absolutely beautiful. It's my favorite moment in anything I've reacted to or watched over the course of 2024. But our next category after that is favorite episode. So our favorite single episode from a series this year. This is like one of the big ones for sure. Venom and Crystal both chose episode 4 of Has Been Hotel for this, while Dice chose episode 1 of The Elusive Samurai. But what were my 5 choices for favorite episode of any series from things I've reacted to or watched over the course of 2024, sorry. The nominees are Sandland, episode 10. We have, we have Has Been Hotel, episode 4. Dandadan, episode 7. My Adventures with Superman, episode 6. And Hell of a Boss, season 2, episode 11. Also, My Adventures with Superman, season 2, episode 6, to specify. So which of these episodes, like, just blew me away over the course of this year, which of these really just stayed in my mind as something that just worked on every level, was so good, so just excellence of television. Which of these was my favorite episode? The winner is It's Dan to Dan, episode 7. This one might actually have surprised you, but this episode just blew me away. It's probably one of the best episodes of anything I've seen. It's that impressive, that good. Because it completely recontextualizes so much about the series and specifically about the characters in the episode. Acrobatic Silky and Ira are completely, like, changed in our perception of them. And the backstory in this episode is, like, so emotional, so heartbreaking. And seeing Ira's connection to that and how she gives Acrobatic Silky peace at the end is just like, it's mind-blowing how good it is. It's so actively mind-blowing. And it's not something that anyone expected from Dan to Dan, unless they've read the manga and they knew what was coming. But like anime onlys who never read the manga, no one expected a series like Dan to Dan to do that. Episode 7 was perfection, let's be honest here. And the final category of the 2024 Princess of Gay Awards is Favorite Series. Of course, we have to end with this. What show that I reacted to over the course of the year is my absolute favorite? Which show just far and above all the others blew me away? Well, Venom's favorite series of 2024 was Has Been Hotel. Crystal's was Hell of a Boss Season 2. And Dice chose The Elusive Samurai. And again, this can be stuff you've seen in 2024, but not necessarily new. But what were my choices? What were my favorite shows that I saw in 2024? We have Dan to Dan, Sandland, Has Been Hotel, My Adventures with Superman Season 2, and Carol and the End of the World. All 5 of these just blew me away with how good they are. They're shows that I've watched multiple times, or seasons in the case of My Adventures with Superman Season 2. And I could watch them dozens more. They're that good. The characters are great. The stories, the music, the voice acting, everything is just so great about all 5 of these shows. But there is one series that far and above all the others just won me over. One series that I consider one of my favorites of all time. One series on here that I wish I could see more people react to. And my favorite series of 2024 is Sandland. It's that good. It's that good. And dare I say it, it's better than Dragon Ball in terms of Akira Toriyama's works. It is just so good. Not only does it have the amazing stuff from Akira Toriyama's original manga, but it actually expands beyond that. It was one of the last pieces of media that Akira Toriyama worked on prior to his passing. And the second half of the series that is completely original to the anime and the game, like, blew me away with how good it was. I fucking adore this show. I think it is one of my favorite anime of all time. And like I said, I wish more people reacted to it. There are some who did, but just nowhere near enough in my opinion. For a series that's this good, and for a series by Akira Toriyama, too. I just feel like it didn't get the attention it deserves. But it is without question my favorite show that I watched over the course of this year. And with that, we come to an end. We come to the end of the 2024 Princess of Gay Awards, but more importantly, we come to the end of the 2024 season of the channel. With this, we end out the year. There will be only one more reaction posted this year, and that is on Christmas Eve. That is the final part of the holiday special. That is the final video, the final reaction that will be uploaded to the channel this year. The gaming channel will still have stuff coming up just because it's already pre-recorded, already easy to get up. So that there will still be gaming content. But on the main channel here, I am taking the time off for the holidays, getting myself reset, and we will be back on January 2nd for the birthday stream, which will be, by the way, I don't think I actually said this before, but the birthday stream will be on the gaming channel, not on this one, on the gaming channel. Reactions will return on January 3rd, Friday, January 3rd. We're going to come back with the normal Friday reaction of Blue Eye Samurai, but we're also going to bring in some Gentry Chow, because it means less time I have to wait for more Gentry Chow. So Gentry Chow and Blue Eye Samurai will both be reacted to on Friday the 3rd. There will be no movies that weekend, just because I won't have time to record any. But the day before, Thursday the 2nd, my birthday, once again, we are doing the birthday live stream on the gaming channel. We're going to be doing some PS5 games. And we are going to be doing just some discussions and hanging out and whatnot as well. Plus, it's the triple reward day. So if you want to take part in that, please feel free. If you have any questions about that, please feel free to ask. I am always willing to answer anything regarding that or anything else that you might have to ask. So always keep that in mind. But I want to thank you all so much for not just tuning in today, but tuning in for all of 2024. You have made this channel just so much fun to run. Even if it's not one of the big reaction channels out there, it's not like Omni Media or Blind Wave or Sorta Stupid. It's nothing like those channels in terms of size, but I think we have a great community. And as always, it's just so, I'm so thankful for all of you for making this community just so great. It means a lot because this channel has helped me through a lot, and I hope I've helped you through a lot. I hope that you guys have found a lot to love, a lot to enjoy about the channel, and I hope that you continue to in 2025. This channel is a safe space, and I am here for you. Please know that. I'm here for you. So, no matter what you celebrate, whether it's Christmas or Hanukkah, Kwanzaa or Yule, or even if you don't celebrate anything at all during this time of year, I hope you have a happy holiday season. I hope that you have a good time no matter what you're doing, no matter who you're doing it with, and I just hope that everything goes well for you as we move into the new year. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for continuing to be just amazing people in this community. And for now, to sign off for 2024, I'm Connie, and I'll see you all next year. Till then.